Second Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. Ona kongio konge dagitwo the second. That will remain with him. Kwoguo mundu ndakaigwe wiru, aigwa tukimwita Your Excellency, the Second Deputy President of the Republic. Umuthi ni muthenya mwega. It's a great day indeed. We have joined hands with my brother, His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, a journey of uniting and liberating Kenya has begun. And like he has said, we are going to join with people from all corners of this country. After all, he's already been working with people from all over the country. I myself have been working with people from all over the country. But just you imagine that effort combined, that force combined. We need everybody, every person of goodwill, to join hands to push back, because the rogue, allow me no sugarcoating, the rogue Ruto regime is determined to oppress Kenyans. It's a merciless regime that resembles the oppressive colonial regime. Hawajui kupeana, they just extract. They want to raid the paychecks, which are already battered, and finish whatever was remaining for putting food on the table for use by the family. They want to extract without giving commensurate services. Access to health has been diminished by SHA and SHIF. Access to education has been diminished, no capitation, and it doesn't come in time. Schools opened almost a month ago. The schools have yet to receive capitation. For the university students, the court stopped the discriminatory so-called new funding model. The common sense thing to do is to return to the help that was there before. But they are pretending they are helpless and therefore keeping the students without access to higher education. These are people who do not mean well for the country. And I said, when people who are determined to oppress group or regroup, then people determined to liberate must regroup. And that is why all Kenyans of goodwill must join hands. We must push back and get our rights. What about the abductions? Our constitution guarantees you the right to life and all other fundamental human rights. Today, the William Ruto regime is abducting mainly our youth, the best, those who are expected to support and help transform this society are being abducted, kept in illegal detentions, because when you're not in a gazetted police station, you are in illegal detention. Yani, ameturudishia detention without trial. Our youth are being executed because when you are abducted, you are tortured, dumped somewhere, or you are disappeared forever. So executions are going on. People turn up dead, others disappear forever. I will not say beyond that because that matter is in court and tomorrow I will be arguing the same matter in court. We have also seen a step taken for East African leaders, including the rogue Kenyan leader, joining together to spread abduction across East Africa. That's why Kizza Besigye was abducted from Kenya. How Ugandan military entered Kenya, and last time I checked, Nairobi was still the capital of Kenya, not a principality within Uganda. The last time he also tried to abduct, they tried to abduct a Tanzanian. But because of the good work of Kenyan people on social media, she was released. And also because of her own efforts, she was making it increasingly impossible for them to transport her. And we salute her for her courage. We are saying no, making Kenya the capital of abductions in East Africa. We must push back. Fear is not an option. Hata ukiogopa, atakukujia chini ya kitanda mahali umejificha. Wacheni tusimame tuseme la, tushikane mikono tuseme nchi ni yetu. Ukipatiwa nafasi kama kiongozi, sio title deed, Kenya si yako, Kenya ni yetu zote. Huwezi kuanza mambo yako ambayo haieleweki, ambayo haiko kwa katiba, tutakuambia la. Sababu mwananchi ndiye ako na nguvu kulingana na katiba. Sovereignty belongs to the people. So to William Ruto directly, I'm telling you, as Kenyans, we will not allow you to graduate as a dictator, because that's what you're trying. We will push back and thwart that graduation. Kenya will be ruled by the constitution which the people made for themselves in 2010. Iyo maneno yako tutakataa. We will keep pushing back. You are going nowhere. We will be able to dethrone you as provided for in the constitution. Na akumbuke kwanza, alifutwa on 25th of June last year. Pride. Once the people reject you, you resign and you go home. We've seen people resigning all over the world. There's nothing special about you. Kama umekataliwa na watu, funga virago uende. Usipoenda, watu watakupeleka nyumbani. That I can assure you. To all Kenyans, let's join hands. Kenya needs you. Kenya needs each one of us. And people are hurting. People are hurting in the Rift Valley, in the mountain, in the coast, in Western, in Nyanza, in Northeastern. All parts of Kenya are hurting. You just have to listen to the people. And for William Ruto to try and turn everything that is done to tribal, what is tribal about your rogue government abducting our young people from all corners of the country? What is tribal about telling you no to diminishing access to education and access to health? They have now resorted to abducting people from hospital. That lady, Mulei, who was complaining about Shiv Shah, was abducted while waited at a hospital in Nairobi. She has not been charged yet. The police gave her a bond. But what crime is it to ask why access to health is being denied? People of Kenya, let us not remain silent. Let us agree to come together. And to my brother, Gachagua, my doors are open. Let us remain consulting. Let us consult widely, even with the others. Feel free anytime to reach out. Let us caucus together. And let us work for this country. Idue ni tuitungati cia Kenya. Mundu wothe urebeana. Kurutira bururi wira. Kuiga mathina ma bururi mbere ya mathina maku. Ni gitungati. No mundu wa kwenda na kwendia andu. Watumirwe bunge ukaririria andu. Ukathii ukabewa pesa 8. Ukathii akwaririria mundu. Uririkanage kura iria cia gutwarire bunge. Ruto wakubere. Wabero ni Kirindi. Soka gwe Kirindi uthikiririe uria maruga. Na twamutuma atiriri aria membunge na itungati ici citu ni njue ni kuruta wira ucio. Ciana citu gukinya miaka 18 timathigamikia borithi. Ni tukwenda levy ya 1000 kugia na kibandi ithengue. I'm an adult of over 60 years na ni ndari bakuoya kibandi. I've been taking my IDs free of charge. I want our children, our grandchildren who attain 18, they must be given their IDs free of charge. we would like Parliament to reverse that move to charge people. Our children, our youth are unemployed. Their parents are suffering under the economic recession that is there. Where are we going to get 1,000 from? This is a scheme to deny the Gen Z the ability to register as voters. We want free ID cards for our youth, and we want continuous registration of voters. Wacha kila Mkenya awe na haki ya kuchagua viongozi. Tunakujua wewe Ruto unaogopa majenzi, sababu unajua waliongoza wa Kenya kukufuta kazi. Uwaogope usiwaogope, utawapatia ID cards, watakuwa registered, na hata ukienda uunde kamati ya uchaguzi, a William Ruto Commission, bado tutakushinda. This time we know all your tricks. Tukicombine vile tulivyo, tunakujua kindani, uelewe hivyo. So we are going to defeat you, whoever goes to the commission, because Kenyans will have spoken. So today's meeting is really the two of us, national leaders, who also happen to be neighbors, coming together to rally the nation, all people of goodwill, to come together to liberate the country. Wherever there are people, there is unity. If we are to move forward, you cannot move forward with people without putting them together. And we really need liberation, economic, social, political. We cannot have a constitution that says one thing and a regime that is going a different way. I keep reminding William Ruto, I know you oppose the constitution. Tulikuwa pamoja na tukapitisha kule Naivasha, ukaruka. Wewe ni mtu wa kuruka kila wakati. Na sasa unaruka katiba ambayo imeidhinishwa na Wakenya wote. Hatutakuruhusu kuendelea kama katiba haiko. We have a constitution. We as Kenyans, we will make sure that it is followed. You used to complain that Uhuru was oppressing you. Uhuru allowed you to live, to operate, and did not even conduct a sham impeachment like the one you conducted in the case of my brother. Well, you can impeach him, but people have declared him the people's deputy president. And you can see everywhere he goes, he is being treated as such. My brother, march on, talk to Kenyans everywhere. Because what leadership is not about the salary you get at the end of the month. It's the service you give. I personally has not been in an elected leadership position for the last 12 years. My voice has not died. Because leadership is not about money. Leadership ni kujitolea. Nagekoyo itungati is servant leadership. Let us all be servant leaders. Let us prepare the next generation of leaders. Next generation doesn't mean 10 years to come. It means whenever, kanane roshu kanane 2027, that elections are going to be, we need a new generation of leaders. Those who have shown their servant leaders and others who will be ordained by the people. No more betrayers. Those who have betrayed us, our people, let us get them out. Now to finish. Tumeona wengine wetu, tunakuwa recruited kuanza fujo. Tumekaa kwa amani. Kama unataka mkutano, tafadhali fanya yako. Usiende kwa mkutano wa mwenzako, ukipeleka watu muharibu. Na ndugu yangu ingine anaitwa Maina Jenga, ambaye Jiro Ndegwa aliniita tukaenda kumsaidia kule Nakuru wakati alikuwa anafinywa na serikali ya William Ruto. Nimeona sasa ametamuka ana support William Ruto. Hiyo ni haki yako, Maina Jenga. Hatuwezi kudhulumu kwa sababu ya kusupport yule unataka. Lakini pia wewe usikubali kutumika kwa njia isiyoeleweka. Na usipeleke vijana kuharibu mkutano wa wenyewe. Ulisema wewe ni pastor. Itana mkutano wako wa maombi. Na utaomba na hatuta disturb. Wacha mwingine aitane yake. But let us tolerate each other. Do not allow Ruto and his rogue regime to use you to start conflict anywhere. This message goes out to all leaders, not just Maina Jenga, to all leaders including myself, and to the youth in the entire country. Let us preserve our peace. Peace is very valuable. Let us refuse strife to come to us. And we know William Ruto is not new to strife. We remember all too well what we remember. Usitulete hiyo mambo yako. Wacha tuishi kwa amani. Wewe ukumbuke hautakalia hiyo kiti miaka yote. Si ungependa ukirudi Sugoi pia urudi ukafuge kuku zako kwa amani. Wachana na wengine. Wachana na ndugu yangu atembee mahali anataka kutembea. Wewe tembea ile mahali unataka kutembea. Hatutakuuliza, lakini hatutakubali utufungie na kufuli. Kama matu be the king of insults. Sisi tutaendelea vile tunaelewa heshima si utumwa. Nikikuita William Ruto sijakutusi, si ni jina ulipatiwa na mama yako. Ukiniita Martha Karua mimi sitalia. Kutokubandika many titles, that is not insulting. Sisi hatutusi, lakini kwa hivyo kwa vile wewe pia ni mdogo wangu, naweza kuita Dr. William Ruto alias majina ingine. But the one we know is the taxman, Sakayo, because he has been oppressing people with oppressive taxes. But let us have a country that has tolerance. Those who wish to support him, it is their right. But do leave us alone also to unite and support one another. You heard me telling my people not to introduce themselves with the name of the party you have known. I have been leader of NAC Kenya, but we have rebranded. We will be launching our brand soon, next month. Or are we already in? Yeah, next month of February. And the name is People's Liberation Party, PLP. Na musifikirie tume-apply jana. We applied for those names in May of last year, long before there were the protests. But the process is just becoming complete. I know I have heard my brother is likely also to be launching, but I'm inviting you all. PLP ni nyumba kubwa. Mukisikia mnataka kuingia, njooni tutembee. Mukiform ingine, hata hiyo hatukatai, because we'll still work together. Vile tuko hapa, kila mtu ako na dini yake, lakini zote tuko hapa. Hata chama tunaweza kuwa many political parties, but all marching to the same direction. And I know many of us have said, I also said that I'll be vying for presidency, not for another seat. But this time round, we want to say the nation is greater than any of our ambitions. Allow me to grow my ambition for presidency and to grow my brand. Let my brother somewhere else grow their brand. Let everybody grow their brand. But we must know at the back of our minds that as we near that time, we will come together and get one flag bearer. Because if we really want to liberate Kenya, Kenya has to be bigger than any one of us. Siyo ni kweli? Maneno mingi tugaga sira mwingi ni wotho ni ugika atia. Neno ni ndugu turanyitithania tondu gikuyugaga ndugu ni ndui ni makinya. Tuyaba kuthondeka urata witu. No urata uyu tukurimira ati no binya urigiaga. Ni twanyitanira. Na tondu ni mona tuyaba andu ingi tukuthondeka nginya kwagire. Na mundu gukwiraga ati andu aya meaba no makirima. Ni wona na secretary general wakwa ni mundu umite kuraya. Twina andu nginya vihiga ndirona guku. So here We are a small sample of the nation of Kenya, and we are ready to march together as Kenyans. Once again, Your Excellency and Pastor Dorcas and the entire entourage, thank you so much. And thank you, Elder Gacheri. Nagikuyu Elder etagwo atia? Tandirikaniai. O ni muthuri wa kiama.